Hi everyone. This is test for section 4. Okay, the number one. Is it better? Okay, a local video store. Angel rented two movies and three games for total 20. Here is you go. The next day he rented three movies, two games, total of 15. How much money over here? If he rented combination of only one movie and one games. So we're gonna set up the equations. Two movies, I'm going to use the 2m, m plus 1, 3 games, 3g, that is equals 20, using two variables. The next day, three movies, 3m plus 2 game, total is $15. But we're going to find one movie and one game. How much this one? When you when it asking this something like this one, okay, I told you try to add or subtraction first, okay? So when you add this one, you got the 5m plus 5g equals 35. From here, when you divide by 5, you'll get this number. M plus equals 7, okay? So choice A is the answer. It worked, okay? The number 2. Yeah, the circle graph shows the percent of 200 students. Total is 200 students taking each subject. How many more students are taking algebra than geometry? Algebra over here, geometry over here. But geometry, we have to find how much percent of students. So that is 55, that is 80, this one is 20%. So 39%, 20%, 19% more. So 19% is zero point 0.9 times 200. That is the number of students. Okay, 38 students. That's the answer. Okay, choice D. Right, this is number 3. B minus A is 9 from here. That is change in y. Okay, B minus A over 2 minus minus 1. That is a slope because it is what linear functions. Okay, so actually B minus A is 9. Replace this is 9. This is a 3. Right, slope is a 3. Okay, now we're gonna find the value of k there. You can use this one. K minus 5, 1 minus 5, 1 minus 0, okay? X2 minus x, that is equals 3, okay? So k equals what? Plus 5 both sides is going to be 8, okay? Or there is a y-intercept, you can use to set up the equations because slope is 3, y-intercept 5. So f of x, y equals how much? 3x plus 5. Using this one, when x is 1, y is k. Okay, when x is 1, y is k. From here, we can find the value of k also. Okay, k equals 8. Use the equation. All right, number 4. A test survey the random sample of 100 students. That is the sample size is 100. Okay, there is a questionnaire. They were poor against the purchasing additional grand piano for the school music concert. Okay, so incomplete table there based on this information. Now, how many of 800 students, that is the entire population, would be expected to be against? Okay, now let's find how many students they are against for this okay subject. This is a 45, fill out. This is a 55, this is 40, oh, this is better, 35, this is 10. So 10 plus 23 is about 33. So we have a 33 out of 100 they are against. But if this is 800, so we can apply all this resulting samples to the population. So times 8 times 8 is going to be around what 264. Okay, they said expect not exactly 264 usually. Okay, that's a statistic. That's right. You can expected. Okay, 264 is the answer. This is the number 5. So we have average height for boys for their ages. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 7 ages. So 0 is what when the baby was born. Okay, so what is annual average growth in inches between 2 and 7? Between 2 and 7 over here. From here to 7. Average rate of change is a slope of this secant. Okay, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. y2 minus y1 is 45 minus 35. That is 10. How many years? 72, 5 years. So annual is what? 2. Okay, that's the slope. So each year, okay, grows what 2 or inches in height. The number 5, by what percent does the average height increase from 1 to 7? From 1 to 7, from 1 is that is 30. 7 is the height now 45. So we're going to find what percent increase. Percent decrease what? 45 minus 30. This is increase from this number 30. Okay, and times 100. This is 15. That's going to be 1/2 times 100. 50% increase during 6 years. This is number 7. We have two parallel lines. They say parallel. We already know they're different y-intercept. Just find out their slope are equal. So what is the slope of here? 3 minus 0 over 0 minus minus 1 is 1, right? That's the slope. Actually, this is a 3 and 1, okay? What's the slope of here? 0 minus b over 7 minus 0 is still 7. So negative b over 7 equals 3, okay? So b equals how much? Negative 21, okay? That's the answer. And this is number 8. What is the area of this circle? We're going to set up the right standard form of this one. X minus half of this one is negative 4 square and plus y square. That's the perfect squares. You can add a 16 both sides. Okay, because what? To make this one, we need a 16, right? This we said perfect square trinomial. Replace with a perfect square, okay? Here, r squared is 16. The area of this is a pi r squared, okay? So 16 pi is the answer. Here is number 9. For all values that they are true, what is the value of f of negative 2? So this is negative 2, right? For what value of x that is negative 2? If x equals 3, that is negative 2. Put this number 3 in there. So f of negative 2 is what? 3 times 3 and minus 10. It's going to be negative 1 is that, okay? All right. Number 10. This family start a trip with the supply 20 pounds of copies when they start right trip. Okay, when they arrive their destination 8 days later. So when they start, that is 20 pound. That is the number of a day. This is the number of copies amount pound. 8 days later, they found only 4 pounds left. They consume the copy at constant rate per day. That is linear, right? Same amount decreased. This is the amount of copy. I'm going to this is T. This is the day with a D. Okay. All right. Now we're going to set up the equation. What's the slope? 20 minus 4 over 0 minus 8. Or 4 minus 20 over 8 minus 0. It doesn't matter. Okay. That is 16 over negative 8. That is negative 2 is a slope. Every day, 2 pounds decreased. The initial is 20, right? So t equals how much? Negative 2 times d and plus 20, right? That's the answer. Or 20 minus 2d. Okay? So choice D is the answer, okay? All right, move on number 11. 8x plus y equal 300. The elevator in World Trade Center moving down from height 300 from the 300 moving down there. Okay. Yeah, this is the height of elevator is y and above the lobby. Okay, x is the time. For examples, if time equals 0, this is 0, the height is what? 300 over here, okay? The elevator from here measured by 300. Here is elevators. So getting down. Okay. All right. So if you order the pair, this is the linear, you understand, okay? So I'm going, this is y, this is x. X is the time, okay? So where is 337.5? Height is 0, y equals 0. If this is y equals 0, the value of x is what? 37.5, okay? 8x equals 300, x equals 37.5. Where is this point? Here you go. After 37.5 seconds, the elevator move down to what? Lobby. That's it, okay? So which one is the answer? Choice D, okay? The elevator take 37 seconds to move down to the lobby, okay? Number 12. Thompson invests 10,000, right? For 2 years. During the first year, he suffered 30% loss. Second year, 30% gain. Entire overall 2-year period, what happened? This is 1,000, 10,000, I'm sorry, 10,000. 30% suffered means why? He take up 0.3, that is 30% decreased. Second order, 30% increased. How much this one? This is 0.7 times 1.3, actually, right? 0.91, okay? That is 10,000 initial amount times this one. This is the final amount. But what happened? Their rate. Rate is what? You change the point. 0.19, 0.91 is 1 minus 0.09, okay? This is fine. Every year decreased by 9%, okay? His investment decreased by 9%, okay? Entire, right? Entire 2 years. This is 9% decreased. All right, this is number 13. We have a graph of linear ax plus by equals 5. And this graph will pass only 1, 2, 3 quadrant, okay? No point from quadrant 4. This is the quadrant 4 here. The graph will pass this way. It can be this way. This is wrong, right? Because we have a point in this quadrant 4 there. Anyway, this is y-intercept. So slope must be positive and y-intercept also positive. That's the condition. So what's the slope over here? This is y equals negative a over bx and plus 5 over b. From here, first check out the y-intercept. This must be positive, so b is a positive. If b is positive over here, slope taker. Slope is b is a positive. This is negative. To make a positive, this one should be negative, right? Now, slope is a positive, y-intercept is positive. So the value of a should be negative. So a must be negative, okay? So a is less than 0 and b is a positive. Choice C is the answer, okay? This is number 14. We have a water tank. From two right circular cones, they have the y-exact symmetry, okay? So each one has 100 pi cubic feet. That's the value. Okay, so we're gonna find the value of h over here. Now let's find this height first. What is that? Pi r square. R square is about 25 and times h. But when you divide by 3, it's gonna be equals to 100 pi, right? That's the value. So when you multiply that is 300. And divided by 5 again, h equals how much? 300 over 25 equals 12. So this is 12. The other side of 12, total is what? 24 is the height. All right, here is number 15. We have one quadratic negative x squared plus 6x. So OP equals PQ, OP equals PQ. Isosceles, this one in the middle, right? Okay, what is the area of triangle? We're gonna find right, this one. From here, we can find x-intercept. Negative x is out, x minus 6. If this is 0, we have 2x-intercept. X equals 0 and x equals 6. This is 0, this is 6. So the length of this side is 6. How can you find the height? This is the height. This side is what pass through this vertex, right? So middle point is how much? X equals 3. Put this number 3 in the equation, you get the height. So f over 3 equals how much? Negative 9 plus 18. That equals to 9. This is the 9, okay? So the area of this triangle is 6 times 9 and divided by 2. 27 is the answer, okay? Number 60 here. Cash can do a job in 8 hours. That is what takes 6 hours. This is what the time take, right? Hours. Now we're going to find the rate. Rate is what? Fraction of a job in hour. This is the rate, 1 hour. They can finish the job 1 over 8 in an hour, okay? This is 1 over 6 in an hour. This is in an hour. In hour. That's the rate. But when they work together, you can add these two, right? So 1 over 8 plus 1 over 6. That is what? 24 over 7. Are you okay with this? This is an hour. They can finish what? 7 over 24 with the job. But they work 3 hours with this same rate. So times 3 hours. They finish what? 21 over 4, right? Of the job. This is what? 7 over 8, isn't it? They finish what? 7 over 8. Still 1 over 8 is left. Choice B is the answer, okay? Right here is number 17. Yeah, in a plane. This is a plane, not number line, okay? Distance between x and y is 10. You can set up the way. This is x, this is y. We have 2 points. The distance between these two is what? 10. Okay, and the distance between x and p is 3. P is on the over here, right? That is a plane. You're gonna make the circle. P must be on this circle. That is 3, okay? And Q is what? Y is 4. This is another 4 there. This is Q. So this side is 3, isn't it? So which one cannot be the length of PQ? The minimum of PQ is what? Point P is here. Q is here. That is minimum. 3. Maximum is here and here. But this is what cannot be 2, right? Choice A is the answer. Minimum is 3. Number 18. The town library is planning to order student desk for next school year. The cost to purchase, so something like this one. 2 desks, $50. 4 desks, $80. 6 desks, $110. 8 desks, $140. When you take over here, they are linear, right? They increased by 30. That's the linear. Okay, if we find 200 students, how many of this one? We'll take this is y is better. Okay, this is a kind of x, this is y. So you can use what this is linear, you can use constant slope. What is slope of here? 80 minus 50. That is 30 over 4 minus 2 is 2. Slope is 15. Now I'm going to use this slope is okay too. Y minus 140 equals 200 minus 8. That's going to be equals to 15. This is 192, right? So y equals, multiply this one, 192 times 15, and plus 140. Okay? So now let's find out. You can use your calculator, okay? All right. You can see the calculator over here. Oops. Over here, 192 times 15. After that, add 140, okay? How much? $3,020, okay? That's the answer. Right here, you go number 19. This is 19. The cross-section view of a river in Los Angeles is marked by the graph above. The equation represented by graph is defined. dx, k times this is back to the point. So when you hide the 0, we have our x-intercept, 10 and 50. This is a 10, this is a 50. Okay? Based on the graph, how wide is the river in meters? This is the wide. Okay? So 50 minus 10 equals 40, okay? Based on the equation above, what is the value of k? What is the value of k up here? Okay, that's kind of a scale factor, right? But if you use what 10 and 50, this is 0, okay? So we cannot find to get some equations. So these 2 points is no useful, okay? But this point is okay. When x equals, okay, the midpoint, what is it? 30, right? 50 plus 10 and divide by 2 is 30. When this is 30, this is negative 50. This point is very useful, okay? Put this number in the equations. When y is 50, that is negative 50, equals k times, put this number 30 there. 30 minus 10 is 20. 30 minus 50 is negative 20. So k equals what? Negative 50 over negative 400. It is what? 1 over 8. Okay? This is the value of k. Okay, we just finished what number 1 to 20. So 21 to 38. Okay? Will be in next video. Okay? So thank you so much. I'll see you in next video.